Where is Sweden? Sweden is part of the Scandinavian peninsula in northern Europe. It is the fourth largest country in Europe, covering 173,859 square miles, 450,295 square kilometers. Sweden shares the Scandinavian peninsula with Norway, its neighbor to the west, and the northwestern part of Finland, its neighbor to the east. The capital of Sweden is Stockholm. Sweden has 2,000 miles, 3,218 kilometers of coastline. The Baltic Sea and the Gulf of Bothnia lie to the east of Sweden. The Danish Straits separate Sweden from Denmark, a country to the southwest. The North Sea lies off of Sweden's southwest coast. Fun fact: some of Sweden is so far north that the sun never completely sets during the summer. Swedes call that region the land of the midnight sun. The land. Sweden's land features range from flat plains to towering mountains. Rugged, snow-capped mountains and glaciers cover the land in the far north. The Fjällen Mountains run along the border between Norway and Sweden. Traveling through these mountains is dangerous because of frequent avalanches. Southern Sweden is made up of plains and forests. Most Swedes live in southern Sweden, where the plains and river valleys create rich farmland. The coastline offers both sandy beaches and rocky shores. Scandinavian countries are famous for their many fjords. In Sweden, these inlets of water can be found all along the Baltic Sea coast. Fun fact: Sweden has over 90,000 lakes. Did you know? Thousands of years ago, a huge glacier covered Sweden. As it melted away, it carved Sweden's jagged and scenic landscape. Polar World. In May 2009, Polar World opened in Dalarna, Sweden. Covering more than 440,000 square feet, 41,000 square meters, it is the world's largest polar bear park. It includes a large, deep-water area and a place for bears to hunt for fish. Polar World even has machines to make snow. Polar World is the first polar bear park focused on breeding the bears. In the wild, there are about 20,000 to 25,000 polar bears. They are not in danger of extinction right now. However, some scientists think the number of polar bears in the wild is beginning to fall. Polar World is a chance to make sure these animals continue to thrive. Did you know? Polar bears have clear, hollow hair follicles. Their fur traps the sun's heat and keeps them warm in cold weather. Wildlife. Many animals live in Sweden. Reindeer, roe deer, and moose can be found throughout the country. Sweden has one of the largest moose populations on Earth. Moose are so common there that they can be a driving hazard. Birds fly above the many landscapes of Sweden. Owls, grouse, hawks, woodpeckers, and buzzards live around mountains and forests. Kingfishers make their nests near rivers and streams. Colorful ducks and water birds gather on Sweden's lakes and seacoasts. Did you know? Sweden has only a few hundred wolves and wolverines left in the wild. The country has passed laws to protect these and other endangered animals. The people. Over 9 million people live in Sweden today. Many of them came to Sweden from other European countries. People from Finland, called Finns, make up the largest group of immigrants. Other large groups of immigrants have come from Denmark and Germany. Recently, people have come to Sweden from countries in the Middle East and Asia. Swedish is the official language of Sweden. Finnish is also a common language in certain parts of the country. Speak Swedish. Hello. Hej. Goodbye. Hej då. Yes. Ja. No. Nej. Please. Snälla. Thank you. Tack. Friend. Vän. The Sami are native to Sweden. They were once nomads, following reindeer herds from place to place. Today, the Sami live a more settled lifestyle. Many of them still speak their native language. In the summertime, some practice their traditional nomadic lifestyle. They follow reindeer herds from the forests to the mountains. Did you know? In 1906, Sweden reformed its spelling system to make words easier to spell. For example, the letter K replaced the letter Q. The letter Z is rarely used. Daily life. Fun fact: some Swedes who live in the city also own places in the countryside where they can go to relax. Most Swedes live in the central and southern parts of the country, where the land is good for farming and the climate is mild. Many people live in and around Stockholm. In cities, most people live in tall apartment buildings. They get around town on foot or ride metro trains, motorcycles, or bicycles. They shop at markets, small stores, and malls. Swedes who live in the countryside often live in farmhouses. They travel to small villages or cities to do their shopping. Sweden has an excellent railway system. This makes travel easy even for Swedes who live in rural areas. The trains are energy efficient. A network of roads and highways also allows Swedes to drive around the country with ease. Going to school. Most children in Sweden begin school at age 6. Students start grundskola, or elementary school, at age 7. They attend grundskola until they are 16. Children study reading, math, science, and social studies. They also take classes in music, art, and physical education. High school, or gymnasieskola, begins after grundskola. Students choose whether or not they want to go to high school. All high school programs take 3 years to complete. Students who do not go to high school often attend a 2-year school that prepares them for a specific area of work. About 3 out of 10 high school graduates choose to go to university. Fun fact: all schooling is free in Sweden, including university. Did you know Uppsala University is the oldest university in Sweden? It was founded in 1477. Working. Sweden's natural resources offer several opportunities for work. Many Swedes are miners or loggers. Sweden is one of the world's top producers of iron ore. Sweden also makes wood products, including paper, wood pulp, and lumber. Farmers grow wheat, sugar beets, and potatoes. They also raise cattle, hogs, and poultry. Some Swedes find work as fishermen along Sweden's long coastline. Cities also offer plenty of work for Swedes. Factories manufacture machinery, tools, chemicals, and automobiles. Most Swedes have service jobs. They work in hotels, restaurants, and stores. Playing. Fun fact: the Swedish government passed a law that allows people to walk, bike, or camp anywhere in Sweden's countryside. Swedes enjoy spending time outdoors. Downhill and cross-country skiing are favorite sports in Sweden. Families often spend weekends camping and exploring the land. Many people hike the Kungsläden or King's Trail. This 270-mile, 440-kilometer hiking trail runs through northern Sweden. Orienteering is one of Sweden's most popular sports. In this sport, cross-country runners try to find their way through a variety of unfamiliar landscapes. They use only a map and a compass to guide them. Swedish children also enjoy the game of bandy. Played on ice, the game is similar to hockey. However, a ball is used instead of a puck. Food. Did you know? Swedes consume the largest amount of coffee per person in the world. The average Swede uses about 17.5 pounds, 8 kilograms, of coffee beans each year. Fun fact: the word smorgasbord means a table full of sandwiches. Swedish meals often feature meat or fish with potatoes. Swedish meatballs are a mixture of beef, pork, breadcrumbs, and onions. They are often soaked in milk or cream and served with gravy. Pyttipanna is a dish made with potatoes, onions, and leftover meats. Herring, a fish caught off the coasts of Sweden, is also used in many dishes. It is often pickled and eaten alone or with crackers. Herring is also a popular item in a smorgasbord, a buffet that includes a variety of Swedish foods. Swedes have a coffee break, or fika, a few times a day. They drink strong coffee or tea and talk with friends or co-workers. Kaffebröd, or coffee bread, is usually eaten during a fika. These pastries are sweet and have almond, cinnamon, or fruit flavorings. Holidays. Did you know? Girls who want to become the national Lucia must enter a competition that judges their singing of carols and gospels. Many religious holidays are celebrated in Sweden. The month-long Christmas celebration starts with St. Lucia Day on December 13th. Each home chooses a girl to be the Lucia, or Queen of Light. She wears a long, white dress and a crown of electric candles on her head. There is also a Lucia for each town and one for the nation. The Christmas feast includes a smorgasbord of traditional foods. Christmas toffee, called knek, is a holiday treat. Sweden also has many national holidays. The National Day of Sweden is on June 6th. It celebrates the founding of the country. Midsummer's Eve is another holiday celebrated all over Sweden. This festival takes place on the summer solstice. Swedes dance around a maypole in hopes of a large harvest in the fall. The event also includes traditional Swedish music, food, and clothing. Crafts and inventions. Fun fact: the oldest glassworks factory in Sweden is Kosta Boda. It was founded in 1742. Sweden is famous for its crafts and inventions. Swedish crystal and glassware are sold around the world. Glassblowers create colorful and artistic glass pieces by hand. In the winter, glassworks factories invite travelers and locals inside to warm up. This tradition is called hitsil. Swedes have provided the world with many new inventions. These include the safety match and the propeller. The most famous Swedish inventor is Alfred Nobel, who invented dynamite and also started the Nobel Prize tradition. Each year, select people are awarded a special prize for their achievements in science, medicine, literature, and peace. These awards are reminders of Sweden's history, culture, and contributions to the world. Fast facts about Sweden. Sweden's flag. The Swedish flag is blue with a yellow cross. The colors come from the Swedish coat of arms, which was blue and had 3 yellow crowns on it. The design for the flag has been around for hundreds of years, but the flag was officially adopted in 1906. Official name: Kingdom of Sweden. Area: 173,859 square miles, 450,295 square kilometers. Sweden is the 55th largest country in the world. Capital city: Stockholm. Important cities: Göteborg, Malmö, Uppsala, Linköping. Population: 9,074,055, July 2010. Official language: Swedish. National holiday: National Day of Sweden, June 6th. Religions: Lutheran 87%, other 13%. Major industries: manufacturing, mining, forestry, services, tourism. Natural resources: iron ore, copper, lead, wood, zinc. Manufactured products: iron and steel, wood products, machinery, food products, glassware, cutlery, clothing, cars. Farm products: barley, wheat, sugar beets, potatoes, milk, poultry, pork. Unit of money: krona. The krona is divided into 100 öre. Glossary: avalanches: large masses of snow or ice that suddenly break away from and slide down the sides of mountains. Dynamite: an explosive. Energy efficient: uses little energy to function. Extinction: when every member of a species has died off. Fjords: long, narrow inlets of water between steep cliffs. Fjords are formed by the movement of glaciers. Glaciers: massive sheets of ice that cover a large area of land. Gulf: a part of an ocean or sea that extends into land. Immigrants: people who leave one country to live in another country. Maypole: a tall pole that is often decorated and used in celebrations of Midsummer's Eve. Native: originally from a place. Natural resources: materials in the earth that are taken out and used to make products or fuel. Nomads: people who have no specific home and travel from place to place. Peninsula: a section of land that extends out from a larger piece of land and is almost completely surrounded by water. Pickled: preserved with pickle. Pickle is a liquid that keeps food from spoiling. Poultry: birds raised for their eggs or meat. Safety match: a match that will only light on a special surface. Service jobs: jobs that perform tasks for people or businesses. Summer solstice: the date when summer begins.